Alright everyone, what is going on, and welcome back to today's video. In today's video we're going to be going into another little tip guide video thing that I've been doing lately. Today we're going to be going over how to aim. So I made a video on this before, it did pretty good, but I'm just going to add some new and improved updated tips, hopefully that will help you guys out, and also for the newer audiences on my channel or people that come through this through recommended. However else, this is just another video on how I can hopefully help you improve your aim on console. So before we dive into this video, I just have a few things I want to address. Obviously, from the hate comments that I got on the last video, I'd just like to say it. My aim's probably going to be a bit shit because I'm obviously focused on giving you guys tips. I'm not really focused on playing the terrorist hunt, so when I do get into actually playing the terrorist hunt, my aim's probably going to be a little bit off. Feel free to roast me on it if you want, but I'm just saying that these tips are still going to hopefully be useful for you guys in the long term, but obviously I'm not 100% focused. I'm just here to help you guys out. So the gameplay with the terrorist hunt in the background may be a little bit whack, but otherwise, let's dive into this video. So firstly, the first thing that all of you guys should know is every gun has its own recoil pattern. So I'm here with Zofia, someone who I like to say that I can control her gun pretty well. So the first thing you want to do whenever you are trying to improve your aim, especially just with any operator, whatever operator you're in a terrorist hunt with, number one thing, of course, is play terrorist hunt. Terrorist hunt is the best way to improve your aim. All the terrorists over there are just basically there to help you improve your aim, where you can practice your crosshair placement, your recoil control, everything. But obviously, the first thing you want to do before you do anything is find a gun that you can control your recoil with nice. So firstly, what you want to do is just shoot your gun at a wall. Just don't control the recoil at all, and see where the gun goes. So as you guys can see, Zofia's gun just slowly drifts up and to the right. So all you have to do is pull down on your controller on your right stick and right. So that's all you have to do to control your recoil. Now I'm going to give a quick little example of what it's like when I actually control it. So here you go. Now obviously I'm not very far away from the wall whatsoever, but that's just an example of like constant practice. Obviously there's a little bit of a stray shots there, but I'd say majority of it is in that little vicinity there, and it should help you out. So obviously going into a longer range, I can give you guys a little example. My aim's probably going to be pretty shit, but it's basically still the same concept. It's just down and to the right. So my aim's obviously not the best at long range. I don't really practice that at all. I probably should get on that too. But if you'll find that most of these shots, if you are shooting at about head level, they probably won't. I don't know. Majority of the time when you're aiming at long range, the thing you should focus on is just recoil, crosshair placement. So let's say that's their head. You just want to get those first few bullets on their head, and then hopefully you should be good by then. But obviously recoil control, majority of the gunfights you get in Siege is about this distance, I'd say, or closer, or a little bit further. So I'd say that recoil control will help you out in basically any type of term. Now this is the best way just to completely teach yourself how to control your recoil. So all you have to do is just sit here with a gun that you are looking to practice with, or the multiple guns you're looking to practice with, and just keep doing it. Just find out the recoil pattern by just shooting it without touching you literally just shoot, aim in obviously, just shoot, don't control it whatsoever, and then just keep controlling it over here until you feel like this little black dot here is good enough for you guys, and you believe you're confident enough with your recoil control to actually start shooting at people. This is just a little first step, and it will help you out. It will always help you out in just gaining a little bit of more control on your weapons. Now diving into the next step, once you feel like you're comfortable with that over there, you can actually go start shooting the terrorists. Now, there's a little bit of a step phase you might want to do. It's the best way to actually like practice your aim, I guess. So the first thing you want to do is you want to focus on just recoil. That was pretty shit. Obviously I might try for a second to show you guys what I mean, but what you want to focus on is just controlling your recoil and make sure it stays in one spot when you are shooting a terrorist. So that's the main thing you want to practice in this first little terrorist hunt, this first little practice. You just want to make sure most of your shots are hitting, and you're just picking up those kills. That's the main thing you want to practice in this T hunt. So that's the main. Yeah, I'm repeating myself here. So the best thing you want to do is just that, and otherwise I'd say you just want to push through this terrorist hunt and do as best as possible. Hopefully try and take as little damage as possible. I guess that's a sign that you're hitting your shots better. If you are not getting shot completely and fucking utterly slammed by the other team. Obviously this will also help. This is also kind of a little bit of a crosshair placement drill. As you guys can see, most of the time when I aim in, it's at their head. That guy doesn't like me. So So yeah, teaching yourself this is also very essential to aim, and I'm going to get into that after this in a second, but for now, I'm kind of just focused on aim. But obviously you want to always try and be aiming at the head level, because if you hit them in the head once, it doesn't really matter what your recoil control's like, they're not going to survive for very long. So that's the number one thing. It's basically the key point of aiming. It's crosshair placement. Like, I don't know if it's overlooked or not really in Siege. I wouldn't say it's that overlooked, but as you can see, it's just, you just want to aim at head level. It makes it so much easier to kill people. Obviously terrorists aren't the best example of a moving player, but if you guys understand what I mean, then you understand what I mean. That aim was absolutely atrocious. We won't talk about that one, but yeah. Otherwise, I'm just going to finish this terrorist hunt off real quick, and then I'll cut back to you guys. Alright, so we are back in the terrorist hunt number 2. I'm playing Buck, someone with a little bit more recoil, just to kind of showcase the just the practice that it kind of goes into. Now, after you feel like you're comfortable with the recoil control on your certain weapon, so hold on, let me give you guys a quick example of what my recoil. I'll go over here. This is a quick example of what my recoil control is like on Buck. That's just a quick little example. I don't know, I haven't really fucking practiced with him yet today, but obviously it's not the best again. Buck's not my main, but just someone with a little bit more recoil, just to show you that you can basically do this with any operator if you just slowly progress through the tips. This guy's jumping out. What an absolute animal. Oh well, we missed a headshot on him anyway. So the main thing you want to do is the second T hunt. Once you feel like you're confident with your recoil control and you feel like you got through the terrorist hunt with pretty much ease, then you're going to want to move on to the next step, which is going to be one taps. Now, obviously, if you press up on the D-pad, you can put your gun on one tap, and you have to mash your trigger to actually one tap. But I feel like the best way to train yourself is to actually have it on fully automatic, and just slowly train yourself to one tap. So all you're going to want to do is just one tap enemies. Obviously you don't want to do what I just did there and sprint through things. You want to play slow, and you just want to focus on one tap. Obviously this is not my strong point, but I hope you guys understand what I mean when it says it will 100% help you with your aim. Especially, it's probably best if you do it with the reflex side, in complete honesty, but just the whole purpose of this drill is the thing that we're focused on here, and it's just slowly pushing up. Don't do anything stupid, because obviously because you're only one tapping you can't do anything crazy, but you just want to slowly peek stuff and just focus on one tapping people who really just simple stuff like that. I just completely fucked that one up, but we won't talk about that. I don't think that was a one tap, but oh well. Anyways, I think you guys probably get the memo by now. You just wanna, it's kind of teaching you just to play smart and slow at the same time. Just focusing on these one taps, getting them in. Obviously, if you do feel the need to semi-automatic, at the moment I'm trying to semi-automatic at all, because I'm just trying to teach you guys stuff. But if you do feel the need, like that guy there's like really giving you troubles, just dump around into him. It's not gonna hurt anyone. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. And yeah, otherwise, I'd say that's the second drill you want to focus on to get your aim up a little bit. I think I just shot someone behind the wall. Yeah, I didn't kill him. But yeah, we're going to dive into the next part of this video right now, and the final drill. Alright, so we're back in the third terrorist hunt, and I am on Zofia now. And I just want to, the best way you can combine all the things you've learnt so far is to just try and indicate them all together. So obviously with the headshot thing, it's taught you to kind of slow peek angles more like this instead of just fucking sprinting at doors. And it also teaches you, the main thing that it does teach you is your crosshair placement. So when you're aiming, you just want to zoom in, shoot, and it should be hitting their heads. So that's the main thing, the head. And then the recoil control, obviously, it just helps you out with aiming. So obviously, if I were to shoot that rock, hopefully I would have killed him by now. So anyways, so that's just little examples of what's going to happen. And now what you want to do really is just try and focus on both together. Like if you see an opportunity to get a one tap, try and line up that headshot, but obviously don't do anything stupid that's going to get you killed, because you want to try and sweat this terrorist hunt as much as possible. Like this one here is the one where you learn basically everything, and you just put it all to good use. That's a flashbang. Flashbangs are annoying. There was a guy back there with me apparently. Interesting fellow if you ask me. But yeah, basically all you want to do here is you just want to focus on making sure you're hitting as many headshots as possible, while also controlling the recoil required while you're actually getting into those gunfights. So obviously that wasn't a headshot, I fucked up there, but I still got the kill, I guess. So headshots are always going to help you out. another one there. Headshots are always going to help you out in terms of what's the word? When in terms of like getting into gunfights, the person who's aiming at head level and hitting headshots is always going to win the gunfight against someone who's like, they come upstairs like this, and instead of aiming there, they're aiming here, just shooting through people's legs. This guy's bold. I thought he was up here, to be honest. I'll give you guys an example next time I find a terrorist. But alright, so shooting there, you see that little bracket of time that I wasted instead of just hitting that one crisp headshot, and then the enemy dies. That's basically all there is to it. Aim's something that takes time to learn, but once you get the hang of it, it just slowly gets better. So flashbangs are pretty fucking annoying, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Flashbangs and nitro cells are the two things about Terrorist Hunt that annoy the fuck out of me. Flashbangs are realistic, but the nitro cells, bro, that shit is whack. Alright, I lean spam there. Don't do that. You want to focus on aim, not lean. Try not to lean like just focus on your aim. Alright, you can lean to the side, left, and to the right, but don't fucking mash this. It's never recommended. It's a bad habit of mine. Don't take that up from me. I please beg you, just don't listen. Don't even pay attention to that part of this video, because lean spamming is never going to help you out. It doesn't do anything. It really it's just all around, there's just nothing good to it. But otherwise, that's going to be today's aim guide. If this video was helpful, make sure to let me know down in the comments below and leave a like on this video. If you did find this video useless, also let me know, because I'd try to improve my videos as much as I can, and hopefully you guys can give me some feedback on how I can make a better video, because obviously if you didn't learn anything from this, and I haven't really done my job right, have I? So it's up to you guys. Let me know down below whether you enjoyed or you didn't enjoy. Completely up to you. I'm always open for suggestions. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope you guys did learn something new. Make sure to leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it, so more people can hopefully come across this and hopefully improve their aim as well. Along with leaving a sub down in the channel. We're on that final stretch to 10k. That is a very big achievement for me, and I appreciate all of you guys being a part of that. Along with this, I also stream on Twitch every day except for Saturday from 7:15 PM Australia Eastern Standard Time. I'd also love to catch you guys there, but obviously if you can't make the streams, that's also completely okay. Thank you guys for making it to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and good luck with your aiming. Peace.